Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's Friday, May the 30th of the beautiful year 2025, and we are in the deciding phases of the PDM May 2025 Tier 1 tournament. 4 players left, 2 semifinals and 1 final match to be played. The semifinals take place today. First match between TUGI from Austria and AVGEEK from the United States America will be played in the next minutes, and the other semifinal between Mörke and Shuichi will be played at 20 UTC, so in about 2 hours. And we have a raid, Kalimots. Oh my god, I can't can't pronounce it, but thank you very much for the raid and a party of 7. Yeah, we are actually starting the stream PDM Mai 2025 semi-final number 1 between TUGI and AVGEEK. So let's take a look at the bracket, what happened in the tournament so far. We started with 17 players. We are down to 4. Top 4 players, top 4 seeded players are in the semis. Seed 1 versus seed number 4 in few minutes, then seed number 2 versus seed number 3 later in about 2 hours. The winners will play in the final tomorrow, either at 17 or 18 UTC. I prefer 17 UTC, but it will be dependent on the pair of the players who will be there in the final, but the final will be played tomorrow. We have a registration open for the June tournament. The registration closes tomorrow at 21 UTC. So if you wanna play and you haven't joined the Discord server yet, you can join the Discord server and try your best in the June tournament. Yeah, let's take a look at player profiles. What we can say about our players. TUGI is our friend of Welsh, former wrong version correct playstyle world record holder, and the most prestigious title TUGI has is the reigning watermelon pizza champion. AVGEEK, a student pilot, flute player, top 16 LPC 2024 and top 8 Jonas Cup. TUGI with an advantage, advantage is a good word, probably, I don't know. With an EL rating higher of 185 points than AVGEEK, so it means that TUGI is about 74 to 26% favorite to win this match according to the ELO odds. Comp PB for TUGI 724. TUGI is one of the 6 players who were able to get 700k or more in an official Paldas match. AVGEEK with a comp PB of 681. Yeah, TUGI had a pretty straightforward way to this semi-final match. Played against 2 Polish opponents. Both matches ended in the same result, 5-0, so TUGI is yet to lose a game. 566, the highest score so far. AVGEEK played 1 match against Vlad, and then there was a walkover win over Yanni. 595 is the highest score so far. Only 1 lost game. It was an early top out, 16 lines, 91 to 100. Yeah, let's take a look at the rules of our event. We played level 18 starts only, no line cap. Level 18 Marlins are strongly encouraged if the players are able. Oh, and there is Dujika in the chat. Let's go to hello Dujika, welcome. No line cap, so yeah, level 19 Marlins strongly encouraged if the players are able to. We are very happy to see some long 19 games. The mandatory things for this tournament are SPS, controller and a hand cam. We play best of 9, so the first to win 5 games wins the entire match and advances to the next round, which in this case is the final of this event. Players collect points for the 2025 Paldas cycle. You see the base points, the tournament strength factor, which happens to be 1.556 in May, and the points a player can get. Both are in the semis, so both are guaranteed 155.6 points. The winner of this match will be guaranteed 311 with a shot for the win of the whole tournament and 778 points. As far as the Paldas cycle is concerned, these are the tournaments in 2025 to determine the top 60 players of the 2026 Paldas Cup. Various ways in this cycle to get those qualifying spots. 3 major events, one already in the books, Paldas Swiss. Top 3 spots went to Mörke, TUGI and AVGEEK, so both TUGI and AVGEEK, our players from today, are safe in this top 16. They're no longer eligible to play in Paldas Classic and Paldas League. There will be a chance for other players to play, but all players can play in PDM. Tournaments until the end of the year. From the players who have not qualified via the major events, 3 players with the highest scores of the PDM standings would also get those spots. So currently those players would be Sam, Shuichi and Rurchak, but this all can change, therefore there is a provisional list. And the final top 16 players will be 4 players with the highest ELO rating, average of 5 best ratings after the matches played in 2025. As you can see, as for now, there would be Le, Yanni, Durrika and Gunther, but all those things can change. Will they change? We are about to find out, but it's time to start our match. To 18 UTC was the scheduled time, so let's take a look if the players are live. And hello Sleepy Medi, welcome in the chat. So we have one fan of TUGI, one fan of AVGEEK. And yeah, our players are live. So let me bring the players to our screen and let me wrong playstyle, the seed for game number 1, which will be FCFB03. FCFB03. And the players have a choice if they want to go for how do you say it? Oh my god, I missed the English word. For the increment of the first 2 digits or for the reroll. It's up to the players. As a commentator, I have no preference, so the decision will be made by the players. Okay, we have AVGEEK with hover tree. FCFB03 is the seed, and TUGI says hello, good luck, have fun, and good luck, have fun from AVGEEK. Both players are ready, so game number 1 of this semi-final starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, also good luck, have fun from my side, and let's see what the players can show us today. We know that Paldas can be very tricky for the players. The slippery does may cause a lot of problems, even for the top players like TUGI and AVGEEK. So let's hope they are well prepared for today and that we can see some good games. And yeah, shouldn't be surprised when even those top players can have like some worse games with some early top outs. Pal 18, especially with us, is a very tricky game. Theoretically speaking, it can be compared with like NTSC 18, but this unique DAS feeling makes this game a lot different. Scoring potential and so on, it's all very similar. But this does makes the difference. So first score update: TUGI with 139, AVGEEK with 97. Volkswagen Golf only for the winner, says Aki. Hello, Aki, welcome. And the hazelnut milk also in the chat. Hello, welcome. Okay, TUGI with a closed well, but it's like only one burn away from opening the well. Gets the well open. 188 for TUGI, 175 for AVGEEK. So a little bit of a lead for our Mongolian player, as says Saki says in the chat. Yeah, TUGI has some connections with this Asian country. But officially in this tournament, representing the European country of Austria. 235 TUGI to 258, AVGEEK to 43, so a little bit less than a Tetris lead for TUGI at the same line out. Yeah, so pretty good game for both players in this game number one. So TUGI with 397 at 80 lines, AVGEEK with 382, so TUGI maintains this a little bit less than a Tetris lead, but both players with an excellent tournament pace. This might be a very high scoring game. Oh, but this is a little bit of a drought, so the players have to be careful. And AVGEEK wisely skimming few lines. TUGI remains Tetris ready, AVGEEK as well. So, very good scores still, even with this small drought, which wasn't very problematic for the players. Those players know how to handle those droughts. And AVGEEK surpasses 500k at 107 lines, so 600k is still possible. TUGI, yeah, TUGI also with a possibility of 600k. AVGEEK gets a long board for a Tetris, TUGI as well. 527 for AVGEEK, 518 for TUGI, but TUGI's board is kind of falling apart. Can get a long board for another Tetris, 543 for TUGI, 549 for AVGEEK. AVGEEK has potential for 2 more Tetrises. TUGI 3 more now, only 2 more. So this will be a close game. This will be a close game, but this is important. This is now important to have a manageable board for level 19 speeds, and AVGEEK needs to reopen the well. Gets the well reopened and transitions with 602. TUGI will transition with the next Tetris. TUGI will be slightly behind. This shouldn't be the biggest difference in the world. TUGI transitions with 597, so at transition point it's only like 5k difference, but TUGI's board is falling apart and TUGI will be topping out below 600k. TUGI tops out with 599,020. AVGEEK takes game number one, but AVGEEK, as always, feel free to play the game out. 644 it is, 680 is AVGEEK's comp PB, so I don't want to jinx anything, but let's see. Oh, it's looking very dangerous now for AVGEEK, and this will be a top out. But still, 658, 520 in game number one. Very good effort, and congratulations for game number one. 1-0 for AVGEEK. Guys, give me a second, I need to drink my water, I'll be there in a second. Okay, I'm back. Hydration is very important. And our players seem to be ready. So game number 2 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, so we have AVGEEK as well. Let's see this correct. Yeah, so we're officially in game number 2. We had a very nice game number 1. Guys, just to remind you, this tournament has a much Reno prize pool. We are currently at $15. Top 4 players of this event will get a share of a prize pool. So if you wanna make the prize pool bigger, the link is in the chat. Feel free to donate some US dollars. And to give a very interesting board. Yeah, but it is doing nicely. Nice solution. And TUGI goes for a center well. There's no longer, finally there is a long bar. TUGI gets a Tetris 123, AVGEEK with 136. Oh, and TUGI is now in a lot of trouble. Those Smash Boy Us are not helpful, but TUGI can manage it, can get something to the left. But this TP's okay, but this one and the long bar to the left. Okay, so to the right, sorry. So TUGI still can survive it. It's not the easiest board, but now it's looking better. Oh, that was a very scary moment for TUGI, but it looks like our Austrian competitor. Oh, I wanted to say that it might be possible. Okay, but those 2 long bars in a row help, and TUGI survives a scary moment. Very well done for TUGI, and is not that far away in score. 166 for TUGI, 179 AVGEEK. But yeah, at the same line count now, it's about 2 Tetrises. 2 Tetrises for AVGEEK. But yeah, very nicely handled by TUGI. This was yeah, dangerously looking board, but TUGI managed the board very well. Aki, I tried not to be like, you know, too emotional, because I know you are in the chat and those are easy digs to handle, so I tried not to be like, you know, afraid of what's happening on TUGI's board. You would have survived more easily, yeah. That's true, that's true. Oh, and now AVGEEK with a series of weird misdrops on the left side of the board. Now AVGEEK has something to prove. Yeah, but this is an easy dig, and AVGEEK should be fine. 327 for TUGI, 289 for AVGEEK. And is AVGEEK going for a dirty? Or no, goes for a triple, 296 AVGEEK, 349 for TUGI. TUGI with 399, AVGEEK with 305. The same line count, it's about 70k leads, so like 3.5 Tetrises. And TUGI might have a back-to-back 500k plus score games. AVGEEK, for this to happen, will need a little bit of 19 play. 472 for AVGEEK, now for TUGI 382 for AVGEEK, and we are approaching transition. TUGI transitions with the next cleared line. And will it be a Tetris or will TUGI go for something safer? 524 transition for TUGI. AVGEEK opens the well. Next line will be a transition. AVGEEK transition 436. So AVGEEK around 90k behind, and we have a 19 action. This time TUGI survives after transition, and now let's see what TUGI can do on 19 today. Oh, AVGEEK misdrops the O piece and doesn't get the long bar over. AVGEEK tops out at 451.560, 451.560. This means TUGI wins the game, and we have 1-1. Yeah, that was a kind of important quick tap. It was like four high quick taps, so it had to be perfect. Oh, and TUGI misdrops the long bar. And now the left side. Okay, gets the L piece, and we get some pieces. Another L would be nice. Oh, but not when he's not ready for the L. And this is a very dangerous looking board, so TUGI will be topping out here. Another strong game for TUGI. This one 569, 560. And this is enough for the win, and we have 1-1. Yeah, if you have a 4 high quick tap, yeah, sometimes it's better to wait for an L a little bit. Yeah, the board wasn't that dramatic, and yeah, but it's all the decision of the players with those quick taps. So yeah, let's see what the next game brings. Both players are ready, so game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, and TUGI once again starts with something interesting. So TUGI is kind of high. It's still manageable. The long bar is very helpful, and TUGI survives at this moment. Gets another long bar to bring the board down. 118 for TUGI, 151 for AVGEEK. So AVGEEK was able to build a lead in this game, and TUGI still struggles with the board. Now TUGI seems to be fine. Oh, but this game is like an endless trouble for TUGI. Nothing major, but this definitely costs the pace. 156 for TUGI, 233 for AVGEEK. And now AVGEEK needs to fix the board. Oh, this is looking dangerous for AVGEEK, but the long board comes in time. And yeah. This was a little bit scary for a moment, but it should be fine. 230 for TUGI, 266 for AVGEEK. Slightly annoying RNG Sasaki, yeah. Slightly annoying. And also when some misdrops happen, this is also not helping. But both players know how to survive those moments. And we have 300 for TUGI, 323 for AVGEEK. But AVGEEK is 4 lines ahead, so we are basically at the same pace. Oh, and TUGI with an L misdrop. So this is not like only an annoying RNG, but also a little bit too much of misdrops from both players in this game, to be honest, as for their standards, of course. Maybe I have too much of expectation, but let's see. AVGEEK transition with 470. Now let's see what happens with TUGI. TUGI not yet transitioned. TUGI is still 1 line away from transition. TUGI is 426, so TUGI is behind at the transition moment, and AVGEEK has a pretty difficult board, but manageable. Okay, that was nice. The O goes to the left. And oh, this is maybe not the best RNG. This is not helping. Oh my god, this is looking very dangerous. Oh, this longboard doesn't get. And AVGEEK tops out 489. So TUGI, you have a top out. You have a chase down 490. 490 is your target. 490 is the target for TUGI to chase down the score. Oh, now it's kind of getting out of control. Okay, this L is a piece that helps. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is not okay. This is helping. Oh, but this is now looking very bad for TUGI. I'm not sure if there's anything TUGI can do to survive it, and this will be a top out. Top out for TUGI. TUGI tops out 180 lines with 481, 400, and TUGI loses the game by about 8,000 points. AVGEEK leads 2-1. And 20 done 03 in the chat. Hello, welcome. and both players are ready. So game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. There were only like red and white pieces. And finally some blue pieces as well. Oh, a nice line spin by AVGEEK to give a very nice high left side of the board. Oh, misdrops the Z piece, but it shouldn't be. Oh, shouldn't be problematic. But those 3 S's in 4 pieces were kind of annoying. And now TUGI is in a lot of trouble. TUGI is in a lot of trouble, and TUGI tops out. An early top out by TUGI, 70,680 points. And AVGEEK is good. AVGEEK leads 3-1. And AVGEEK also tops out early with 76,000, but this is more than enough to from 5,000 points, 5,320 points more than TUGI, and double early top out game. But AVGEEK is the one with more points. And the purple is ready. So game number 5 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so TUGI is in a little bit of a dangerous situation. 1 to being 1 to 3 down is not the end of the world, but now TUGI needs to be careful. Nice fits by TUGI. Oh, TUGI once again high. Oh, this okay, but those flat placements are helping a lot. And gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. 125 TUGI, 100 for AVGEEK. And TUGI decides to stay Tetris ready. Get some pieces to fill the left side, but this Z piece is not the best one. And TUGI with a closed well, but gets some pieces. Reopens the well, and TUGI should be fine. Oh, but those pieces are kind of annoying, but gets those to the left and gets a long bar. 182 for TUGI, 177 for AVGEEK. Was kind of a scary moment for TUGI, but handled the board very well. AVGEEK with maybe a less dramatic board, but with a very similar pace to TUGI. TUGI 276 AVGEEK. AVGEEK now with a misdrop of a J piece. Should be an easy misdrop to recover from. And AVGEEK with a clean board. TUGI with 349 at 89 lines. AVGEEK with 307 at 88. So TUGI with about 2 Tetrises lead. And now AVGEEK's board with a lot of dependencies. Okay. The well is open. Oh, but the longboard doesn't come in the right moment. AVGEEK in a lot of trouble right now. This left side needs an L, and there is an L. The S piece also is very helpful. So it might be a survival. Yeah, this looks like an easy dig for AVGEEK. 367. TUGI meanwhile with 470. So AVGEEK is around 100k behind. So this is good info for TUGI. TUGI who needs to win this game. But we still have level 19 in front of us. There is no line cap, so if the players are able to play forever, even 100k deficit can be chased down. So let's see what happens. 519 for TUGI, 438 for AVGEEK. AVGEEK with on level 19 TUGI as well. So TUGI is around 80k ahead. And let's see what happens. All of the players can play longer on level 19 speeds. Oh, and TUGI's board is falling apart. TUGI tops out 551. So AVGEEK, you have a chase down 552. 552 is your chase down. Oh, and this is looking pretty bad for AVGEEK. The longboard doesn't go to the right, and AVGEEK tops out with 486, 640. TUGI wins the game, and it's 2-3 from TUGI's perspective. And the players are ready, so game number 6 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, and now AVGEEK in a lot of trouble. This is not a good board. Is there anything? No, and nothing can be done here. AVGEEK tops out at 55,480 points, which means TUGI is good for game number 6, and we have a tie 3-3. 80,560 is the score for TUGI. 3-3. And the players are ready, so game number 7 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris and Dragonheart6791 in the chat. Hello, welcome. Oh, and TUGI is very high. TUGI is very, very high. Oh my, okay. There is still hope. TUGI opens the well. Longbar would be nice, and TUGI gets the longbar 75. AVGEEK with 61. That is a very scary moment, but nicely handled by the son of Genghis Khan. So we have 152 for TUGI, 98 for AVGEEK. AVGEEK also with not the cleanest board of all time, but now, yeah, looks like both players are back to some scoring of Tetrises. We have 223 for TUGI, 155 for AVGEEK. Jam is dropped by TUGI. And Tetris for AVGEEK. TUGI needs to reopen the well. Gets the well open. 319 for TUGI, 210 for AVGEEK. For TUGI, 325 for AVGEEK. We're at about 100 lines, so TUGI leads by about 3.5 Tetrises. At 416 by AVGEEK, 485 by TUGI, and we are approaching the transition in about 10 lines. TUGI surpasses 500k, and AVGEEK is at 439. So it looks like AVGEEK would need to play a little bit more of 19 than TUGI to win this game. And this is a pretty important game for the whole match. AVGEEK. Oh, and gets the long bar for a Tetris. This was a very important 5-15, so AVGEEK is still in this game and still can survive it. Oh, slowly but surely, but yeah, it's manageable now for AVGEEK. And now a long bar is great, and AVGEEK with a Tetris 546, so it's only 20k behind. So very nice survivor by AVGEEK, and we have a game, level 19 race. Oh, and AVGEEK's board is again dangerous, but gets a long board. 597 for AVGEEK, 589 for TUGI, so AVGEEK is ahead. So now TUGI is in a need to survive AVGEEK. I don't know if it's the English word or not, but you probably know what I mean. So 603 for AVGEEK, 600 for TUGI, so double 600k, and AVGEEK tops out at 604. So TUGI gets their required amount of points, and TUGI takes this very important game. TUGI will lead 4-3, but very nice game by both players. The early survival on level 19 speeds by AVGEEK with this Tetris to lower the board. That was a very crucial moment, but yeah, TUGI is able to still to play. Great game, but TUGI is the one who is leading 4-3. 3 Tetrises in total. Oh, that was nice on 19 AVGEEK GG. Now we have pretty long game by TUGI, level 27, 645. Oh, and this L to the left. This Hank. This will be a deadly top out fight for TUGI, so 649, 080. But still, a very nice game for both players. Double 600k. And yeah, TUGI leads 4-3. TUGI is one game away from advancing to the final. AVGEEK needs to win 2 out of the 2 possible games left in this match. And the players are ready, so game number 8 starts in a 3, 2, 1. Tetris. No TUGI spin by AVGEEK. And oh, such an unfortunate timing of long bars for AVGEEK in this game. There were many long bars, but yeah, still 2 long bars in a row when AVGEEK is not able to get a Tetris. As Aki would say, it's very annoying. But AVGEEK is in the lead in this game, 124 against TUGI 100,000. So it's not that bad. 5-6 for TUGI, 169 for AVGEEK. And AVGEEK with 204 after 51 lines. TUGI, yeah, TUGI closed the well, and now TUGI needs to reopen it. So TUGI's about 50k behind at the same line count. Over 2 Tetrises. So AVGEEK with 305 after 78 lines to give 275 after 73. Oh, and knife AVGEEK's okay. This is good. And the well is open, and AVGEEK is Tetris ready with 363 after 97 lines. So TUGI was able to catch up with the score with 369 for TUGI after 93. So 4 lines less for TUGI, and now at the same line count it's about 1.5 Tetris lead for TUGI. We still have about 30 lines before transition, and as you could see in the previous game, both players can play level 19, so being like 1 Tetris, 1.5 Tetris ahead on transition doesn't have to be safe advantage, so to speak. But it's definitely better to go into transition with an advantage than being behind. That's for sure. AVGEEK with 459, TUGI with 465. TUGI has those 4 lines. AVGEEK is now getting some Tetrises. TUGI also with a Tetris. And this level 19 might be very, very crucial for both players. So 506, 530 transition for AVGEEK, 530. And let's see what will be the transition score for TUGI. TUGI's with 535, one line to transition, 535. So it's like about 5k difference only. At the transition point, TUGI goes for a Tetris and gets hit. So the very risky stack for TUGI for a moment, but this was worked perfectly for TUGI. TUGI 572, AVGEEK 548, and we are on level 19 speeds. Oh, and AVGEEK with some difficult RNG, and this is looking very, very dangerous for AVGEEK. Nothing goes to the left. AVGEEK is about to top out. Unfortunate top out for AVGEEK with 553, 720, 553, 720. So, TUGI takes the game and the match 5-3. Very well played by both players. But yeah, TUGI was slightly better in the end, and TUGI wins 5-3 with 591, 080 is the final score for the Austrian player who advances to the final. And AVGEEK, maybe it was a lost match, but very well played with some great games. And yeah, unfortunately TUGI too strong. but very nicely played. And congratulations, TUGI, for winning the match. Lebensmüde. Okay, so Lebensmüde for TUGI. And yeah, TUGI is the one who takes the win and advances to the next round. Lebensmüde TUGI advances to the final. And here are your match stats: 649 as highest score for TUGI, 658 for AVGEEK. TUGI with almost 3.6 million, AVGEEK with almost 3.4 million. Very good match, but only one player could win and only one player could advance to the final, and this player is TUGI. And the opponent of TUGI will be decided later today at 20 UTC, so in 1 hour and 8 minutes we'll have this match. So we'll go offline and we will then come back for the other match, and the final will happen tomorrow at 17 UTC. TUGI, but this Finnish guy has to win against Shuichi first, so maybe you don't have to play a Finnish guy. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. As a formality, the bracket TUGI 5-3 win against AVGEEK waits either for Mörke or for Shuichi in the final. TUGI gains. He's beating you even in NTS shit. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Maybe you can get your revenge in PAL. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, guys, we are going offline for about an hour, and we will be back for the second match, and I will be then. How do you say it? I will be then joined by a famous eco-locator. And there is some PAL action going on in Germany, so let's take a look. What's going on there? Classic Tetris Germany with some PAL League. So let's see what's going on there, and we'll be back in about an hour for the match between Mörke and Shuichi. So see you then. Bye bye for now.